Every month I'm giving away a prize from this video's sponsor, Asetek Sim Sports. This month we're giving away a pair of Asetek Sim Sports Invicta sim racing boots worth $100. Stick around till the end of the video to learn how to win.
Hey folks, how's it going? I am back for another track guide, and this week we are at Fuji GP. It's a brand new track to iRacing. It's the first time I've driven here. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I found it really tough. I hope you find this guide useful. If you do, please do give it a like. Please do subscribe to the channel for more of these track guides. If I don't see you before, hopefully I'll see you out there on the track in one piece this week. Cheers. Okay, so here we go with my 137.7 here at Fuji Grand Prix. We are in full race fuel. We are in standard race conditions for the week. And we're also using the fixed setup. So we're approaching turn one. It's a really heavy braking zone. I am using this little yellow sign on the left-hand side between the 150 and 100 boards as my braking marker. Full threshold braking all the way down the gears. And we're going to drop into first gear, and we want to get really nice and tight to the inside. You can use all of this inside curb, and I would recommend you want to make the shortest turning circle here. Now you can actually get on the gas pretty quickly here because the exit widens out nicely, and you can also use all of this extra curbing off the side of the track, as long as you have got a wheel or two on the curb, you're good here. So we're going to naturally let the car come across, and then we're setting ourselves up for the next turn. It's quite a fast left this. We're going to keep it in fourth gear, and we're going to brake just before we get to these track marks just here. And we're going to trail it in. It's got sort of like a medium brake here, and trail in right to this inside curb. And then on exit, and we're going to get really tight here. We're going to be right on the bollard, and you're going to see a lot of this at this track. I'm going to get right tight to the bollard, but we do want to go easy on acceleration on exit. Again, like turn one, as long as we've got some wheels on the actual curbing, we are good here, but we do need to get ourselves back onto the track at the end of the curb here. Otherwise, you're going to collect a 1x. And then we want to keep the car nice and tight on the inside. And then when we come to this little marking on the grass here, we're going to drop out the accelerator. We might want to just touch the brake ever so briefly. But what we want to do is we want to let the car float out wide. This is mid-track now. This is mid-corner, I should say. And we are pretty much mid-track. And then we're going to slowly build up the accelerator and make sure we are tight on this piece of curbing here. We want to be tight here. We've got a left-hander coming up. We don't want to be all the way over on the left-hand side of the track at this point. Now, where we can see these tyre marks towards the right-hand side of the track here, that is our cue for us to brake and move down to second gear. So we're going to brake here, get ourselves down to second, and again, we want to get nice and tight to the inside here. I've already started accelerating. I am going to build it relatively easily. There is a no cut brick here. I do catch it a little bit. It didn't cause many problems. They do cause problems though. 9 times out of 10, these bricks, you can get a bit of floor damage. You can hurt the car. You're certainly going to bounce it around and cause upset. But we're going to let the car float out wide. We don't want too strong a steering angle around here because we really want to maximize our exit speed. And then we've got a straight run now down to a hairpin, a really tight hairpin. We're looking at the Dunlop sign, and as we go under, just after, we're going to brake super, super heavily all the way down to first gear. And we really, really want to attack this inside curb. Now you can get right over and across this red sausage curb onto the green stuff, and you're absolutely fine. It is going to bounce the car around, so don't start accelerating until the car's settled after. I didn't use a lot of it on this particular lap, but the secret sauce here is to try and make sure you're exiting at least mid-track here. If you're too far over to the left, you haven't got much hope of making this left-hander. So we really want to open up this left-hander, and we're going to dip out the accelerator just to get the car to grip, and then we can build it up. Miss that no cut brick, and we're heading straight out to the outside of the track. And basically, once we see this tyre mark right in front of us on the track, that's my cue to very, very, very gently brake and initiate a turn in. Now, on your screen, you can't even see the apex at the moment, but it's there and it's coming. So there it is. There's the bollard that we're aiming for. We want to get nice and tight. Now, you notice I've barely really braked there. Very, very, very gentle brake. And that's going to help keep the car settled, and it's going to help keep our speed up. But we do need to have a tight corner there. Again, a bit like the hairpin. If you come out too wide here, you're gonna have a bit of a bad day with these no cut bricks up ahead. So you need to really, really get nice and tight to the apex. And then we're going to gun up through second here. And then at the end of the curb, that's my cue to come out of the accelerator, aim towards the outside of the track. And we're going to, again, be very light and gentle, very fluffy on the brakes, and slow the car down. We are aiming to have a late apex against this bollard here. This is the toughest complex on the track by far. And we're leading into the final turn. This is sector 3 is tough going. No doubt about it. But because we got nice and tight there, we've got plenty of exit to play with, so we can really accelerate out of this. The track does fall away, so the car can get unsettled. So you just need to watch your steering angle when you're hitting 100% accelerator here. Otherwise, the car can get quite upset. So we're throwing the car back out to the outside. And then we've got this kind of cross of tyre marks on the track. This is my cue again to initiate some really light braking. Again, we're in a situation where we have an apex leading to the vital final corner that we cannot see right now. But we don't go all the way out to the outside of the track. We brake lightly, and we're pushing the car around. We can see the apex now. So I'm back into the brakes a little bit just to rein the car in a bit. We need to get tight to this. And the absolute dream for this corner is to be able to cut off the end of the curb here after the no cut brick, and really, really drive out of the corner. If you don't get a good exit here, your entire lap's ruined, and potentially your car's ruined on those no cut bricks as well. That final sector is tough. But the secret sauce is to be very, very light on the brakes, very smooth on your inputs, and let the car flow around those corners. Try and work with it, don't work against it, don't try and force it, and it should come together in time. Best of luck with your driving here this week. I hope you do really well. If you did find this useful, please do subscribe to the channel for more of these. Please do hit that like button and let us know how you're getting on with your racing this week in the comments below. It's always great to hear from you guys. Have a good one, and I will see you soon. Cheers.
As I mentioned at the start of the video, every month we're giving away a fantastic prize from this video sponsor, Asetek Sim Sports. All you've got to do for your chance to win is be a subscriber and comment or live chat in any of my videos or streams between now and week 4 of the iRacing schedule. I'll pick a random winner to become one of the first people in the world to own a pair of Asetek Sim Sports Invicta Sim Racing boots worth $100, and they're shipping late August. Asetek Sim Sports boots allow you to stay unconquered on the track and achieve peak performance. And who doesn't want peak performance?